All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with an event preview. So we're going to Tokyo, Japan for Deep Jewels 36th on Saturday, March 12th at New Pier Hall. We've got a full fight card for you, multiple fights here. There were some cancellations, unfortunately, to the flyweight Grand Prix, but overall, the card is still nice, and it definitely shows an interesting direction for Deep Jewels this year. So let's go ahead and get down into it. First up, we have a microweight bout. That's 97 pounds. Mizuki Furuse taking on Reina Kobayashi. Furuse on the left, Kobayashi on the right. Furuse still a pretty popular fighter, and this should be an easy fight for her, honestly. Taking a look at the stats here, Furuse coming in 7-9, Kobayashi coming in at 1-1. Now, Furuse has lost her last three, most recently losing to Ayumi Urakami via submission. Kobayashi coming in off of a loss as well 3 months ago via a reverse omoplata, which is a pretty rare submission. Don't have any other stats available for Kobayashi. Furuse is 21 years old. She stands 5 feet 2 inches, 157 centimeters tall, and has a reach of 63.8 inches, 162 centimeters. So this is a bit of a bounce back fight for Furuse. Like I said, she lost her last three, but she's still very popular and draws a crowd. So not really surprised that they're giving her a bounce back fight. She's actually traditionally done somewhat better at microweight than she has at atom weight. That's probably why she's moving back down there. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Mizuki Furuse on the left there to win this bout. Moving up, we have a super atomweight bout, which means 108 pounds. Yuko Suzuki taking on Manhoef Sadae Suzumura. This is a pair of longtime veterans. Bit of a return bout for Manhoef Sadae on the right hand there, who has not fought since, well, it's been 8 years. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats on this one. Suzuki coming in at 10-8. Manhoef coming in at 5-2-1. Now Suzuki is riding 3 straight wins. Most recently fought a few months ago, taking a decision over the lesser experienced Tomoko Inoue. Manhoef Sadae last fought 8 years ago, losing a decision to Sahi Han. Before that, she was on a win streak. Take a look at the age here, though. Sadae Suzumura coming in almost 49 years old to 34 for Suzuki. So not too often you hear a 34-year-old have such a youth advantage over their opponent, but here you do. Manhoef coming in slightly taller, 5 feet 3 inches, 160 centimeters to 5 feet 2 inches, 157 centimeters for Suzuki. It's an interesting bout. Gotta wonder what prompted, the 49-year-old Manhoef Sadae to come out of retirement. Now, Suzuki had taken a break for a while, and she'd actually been fighting at one championship in the One Warrior Series. And this is her second bout since returning to Japan. Makes sense for her to still be active, but what draws a 49-year-old out of retirement? It'll be an interesting one, but my pick is going to go with the more youthful and more active Yuko Suzuki there on the left-hand side. So moving along, we're staying at super atomweight, 108 pounds, 49 kilos, depending on what measurement system you use. Hikaru Aono taking on Moeri Suda. This is an interesting one. This might be, to me, this is a very interesting bout. And this bout is definitely going to decide the future of whoever wins this one. So I'm very excited to see this bout. Moving on to the stats, Aono coming in at 8-5, Suda coming in at 4-2. Kira Aono hasn't fought since she lost in the Atomweight Grand Prix finals to Saori Oshima, where she lost the vacant title. That was 8 months ago. Suda last fought a little over 2 months ago, defeating Ero Takebayashi via submission, via armbar. Look at the age difference here, 11 years. Aono being 28. Suda still in high school at 17 years. Suda's going to have the height advantage, 5 feet 2 inches, 157 centimeters to 5 feet even, 152 centimeters for Hikaru Aono. So, like I said, this is a very exciting one. You have the Hikaru Aono, who for some reason has been struggling to improve as a fighter. You watch her and she's still very much just a wrestler, even after 13 bouts. But she's taking on a fellow grappler in Morari Suda, who has captured 2 of her wins via submission. Suda started out 0-2 and now has won 4 straight bouts. So improving a lot in a short amount of time. Like I said, this bout to me is going to be very crucial to decide the future of these two. I see the winner of this one getting called up to, the big Japanese show in Rizin. I would not be surprised to see the winner of this one get called up to. I believe the upcoming Rizin card has already been decided. That takes place this month, so the next one after that. So definitely keep an eye on this bout. Moving along, staying at super atomweight, which should tell you the direction Deep Jewels is moving in right now. We have Miki Motono taking on Mizuki Oshiro. Now, Motono moving down to this weight class. She is the former Deep Jewels strawweight champion, having lost to the current champ Seika Izawa. And Mizuki Oshiro, she fights everywhere. She's fought at atomweight, she's fought at microweight, and she is coming off of a successful Rizin debut at super atomweight 3 months ago down in Okinawa. Taking a look at the stats for this one, Motono coming in at 6-3. Nisei, as Oshiro is more popularly known, coming in at 4-4. Now Motono's coming in off of a win 2 months ago over Namiko Kawabata. Before that were the 2 successive losses to Seika Izawa, including the title loss at strawweight. Nisei's riding 2 wins into this one. She beat Mizuki Furuse via TKO, and then after that, fought at Rizin and defeated Arakoga via split decision. That was a very close fight too, very fun one as well. Motono is 1 year the elder, 27-26 for Nisei. Nisei is giving up a good bit of height here, 4 feet 11 inches, 151 centimeters, whereas Motono stands almost statuesque in comparison, 5 feet 3 inches, 159 centimeters. This should be a pretty easy win for Miki Motono, who, like I said, is coming down in size. Don't even know if she's actually going to make the weight for this one yet. That'll be interesting to see. That'll be her first battle. But this should be an easy win for Motono. I look at these two and I think, what does Oshiro do that Motono doesn't? Well, Nisei basically is never-ending, aggression. I mean, she's always coming forward. She's always looking to push the pace and bring the action, whereas Motono is more calculated. But other than that, I don't see, the smaller fighter Nisei having an advantage anywhere. So I'm going to go with Miki Motono to win this one. It's a shame because, Nisei is finally stringing together a couple of wins here. But Those are the breaks. And plus, that'll be a good push for Miki Motono getting a win over Nisei, who just fought and won in Rizin late last year. Fourth straight super atomweight bout on the card, we have Saori Oshima taking on Namiko Hime Kawabata. Oshima coming off of her successful Rizin debut last year, defeating Kana Asakura via split decision in a pretty big upset. Almost the biggest upset of the year. But she is also the Deep Jewels atomweight and Deep microweight champion. So she is a champion in two different divisions, also competing up here at super atomweight, 49 kilograms, 108 pounds. Hime, though, is moving down to this weight class, having previously fought at strawweight. Look at the stats on this one. Oshima, the more experienced fighter, 7-2. To Hime coming in at 2-1. Oshima riding 4 straight wins, including that win in Rizin over Kana Asakura. Hime coming in off of a loss to Miki Motono. Before that was riding 2 straight wins over Kate Lotus at flyweight, and then Shoko Fujita. That was also at flyweight. So she started at flyweight, moved down to strawweight for her last bout. Now she's moving down to a third weight class at super atomweight. I don't have an age available on Tapology for Hime. Oshima is 27 years old. Oshima's given up some height in this bout. 5'3", 160 centimeters in height for Kawabata to 4 feet 11 inches, 149 centimeters for Oshima. Oshima's coming into this one, I think, a pretty sizable favorite just because of her experience, and she had one of the best years you could have in 2021 last year. She won the Deep Jewels Atomweight Grand Prix, capturing the vacant atomweight title at the same time. Then she moved up to super atomweight and defeated Kana Asakura, big upset. She had a great year, so rightfully coming into this bout as the favorite. But Hime started out as a flyweight, so who knows how big she's going to look in comparison to tiny little Saori Oshima. If Hime wants to win, she's got to keep it standing. The big question is going to be, can she keep it standing? Because Oshima, whether it's actually taking her opponent down or finding a way to bring her opponent to the ground, whether pulling guard or falling and then taking advantage of that, she's masterful at getting the fight to the ground. And if she gets it to the ground, Hime's in her world. Myself, I think Oshima is going to do it. She's going to get the fight to the ground. And whether or not she finishes Hime, that's a question to be answered. But I'm going to go with Saori Oshima to win this one. So now we move into the quarterfinals of the Deep Jewels Flyweight Grand Prix. Quarterfinals, the first round. We did have some unfortunate news and some cancellations over the past week. But the winner of this Grand Prix will be crowned the inaugural Deep Jewels Flyweight Champion. So let's move on into the bouts. So first up, unfortunately, Hanako Sawa on the left there versus Aoi Kuriyama is canceled. Apparently Sawa is in not so great of health right now. I don't know what it is exactly. Google Translate on the Deep Jewels website just said she's in poor health, so not sure what it is. So Aoi Kuriyama was automatically received a bye and is moving on into the semifinals. Some more unfortunate news. We're supposed to have Kana Kagaya taking on Tei Murayama. Kagaya came down with COVID, tested positive for COVID. She is out as well. So TA receives a bye, moves on to the semifinals. In the other two quarterfinal bouts, we do have Shizuka Sugiyama taking on Miko Nirvana Shimizu. Sugiyama coming into this bout much more experienced and one of the two favorites to win this tournament. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats on this one. Sugiyama coming in with a record of 20 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw. Miko Nirvana coming in at 3-1. Now Sugiyama is on a 4-fight win streak. It dates back almost 3 years. Her last bout was a year ago, where she defeated Aoi Kuriyama via ground and pound. So she's coming in with a little bit of ring rust. Nirvana coming in off of a win over Kate Oyama 6 months ago. Before that, had a loss to Yukari Nabe just under a year ago. Sugiyama is the elder fighter, 35-28 for Miko Nirvana. Sugiyama stands slightly taller as well, 5 feet 5 inches, 165 centimeters to Mikako Shimizu's 5 feet 4 inches, 163 centimeters. The pick here on this one is easy. I got to go with Shizuka Sugiyama. I mean, just the amount of experience and this overall skill set that she's shown over the years compared to, what Miko Nirvana's shown. The pick here has got to be Sugiyama to move on to the semifinals. Should be a fairly easy win here. So we move on to the final quarterfinal bout. Rin Nakai, the other favorite to win this Grand Prix, taking on Shoko Fujita. Rin Nakai, huge favorite to win this Grand Prix. Shoko Fujita being sacrificial lamb here. Go ahead and take a look at the stats. Nakai coming in at 22-2-1. Fujita coming in at only 2-1. So obviously, huge experience advantage to Rin Nakai. Rin Nakai last fought in MMA 2 years, 4 months ago. So she's actually coming in off of a long layoff compared to Fujita, who has had all of her pro bouts, or almost all of them, in the time since Rin Nakai last fought. She's coming in off of a win via decision over Yurina Horiguchi a little over 2 months ago. Before that, though, took a loss to Namiko Kawabata 8 months before that. Don't have an age available for Shoko Fujita. I believe she's in her mid-20s. Rin Nakai is 35. Fujita does come in with a nice height advantage, 5 feet 6 inches, 168 centimeters to 5'1", 155 centimeters for Rin Nakai. No reach listed for Fujita. Rin Nakai is listed at 60.5 inches, 154 centimeters, so slightly less reach than she is tall. I like Fujita striking. She looked good in her first bout, but then didn't do so good in her second bout, and then showed some more of that shine in her third bout. But on the ground, as far as the ground game goes, she's going to be woefully outmatched against Rin Nakai, who's just strong, has the experience. I feel bad for Fujita because there is absolutely no reason to pick her against Rin Nakai. You got to go with Rin Nakai to win this one. And then Nakai will move on to the semifinals. Possibly could meet the other favorite, Shizuka Sugiyama. It just depends because they're going to do another random draw after that. So we'll have to see what the semifinals are going to look like. So that is it for the Deep Jewels 36 preview, including the quarterfinals for the Deep Jewels Flyweight Grand Prix. Now, if you want to watch it, the website is here, https://spwn.jp/events. It is 2,500 yen, which is about 21 something in US dollars. If you order it ahead of time, it is 3,000 Japanese yen, which is about 26 bucks, I believe, the day of the event, which is this coming Saturday. If you're going to watch it, I recommend using Google Chrome, which will automatically translate the website for you. But I will be ordering it. Unfortunately, I won't get to watch it live because I work early on Saturday mornings, but I will try to catch some of it. Of course, definitely catch the replay later. But if you're going to watch it, let me know your picks in the comments down below. If you like the video, please give it a like. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.